Welcome back, NBA Gamer Channel. Marino here. So I have a video for the start of Season 3. This is how it started for me, downloading and getting into the game right when it's released. Now the key is if you're first playing this game, I had played Season 2, and they usually have end of season rewards where you're trying to get off these checklists, and you'll get reward cards and packs to start your season. But you always have to go through this tutorial, and a lot of you, if you're starting out new, will all have to go through this beginning. But it's real easy to advance your power quickly if you just grind, if you play a lot. We're going to be rolling with the Miami Heat Nation, and as always, and we get your first initial pack usually is going to be bronze if you're starting out, and these cards you'll quickly replace as you're playing seasons. You're going to get silver and gold quickly on the draft board as well, and you'll probably even pull some emeralds and sapphires soon after that. But they'll have you go through this tutorial, and the game's the same as it's been gameplay wise. They haven't changed much, just some tone and graphics a little bit. You can see that there maybe are some more sped up animations on dunks towards the rim, and I also see differences of where the player sometimes will lose the ball easier or make a bad pass more often. So I think last year at least the team played better than it does now, so there's more chances for your AI players that you're not controlling to mess up, which is unfortunate because you can't control every player when you're on defense. Now, these drills, you can skip them, but if you've never played this game, I would suggest just going through them just so you get a feel for how the game goes. So by the time you go through it, it doesn't take long. As you'll see in this video, I'm showing you everything that you have to go through before you're basically done. It's nice to be able to play with MJ too to start off, because usually they make MJ a very rare card to get, even though you'll have to just get lucky, maybe pulling him in the season, even if it's a lower tier version. But it's very rare to get them. I know several people that played Season 2 that never pulled the gold version Jordan that I had a few of, but it did take a while. So you're going to get a draft pick, a silver card for the team that you choose, and that would be your best card until you start pulling from the draft board. By the time you get, if you're playing the game, by the time you get to that 7th day for a game, he's not going to be a good card for you anymore. But it'd be a fun card. I did even like playing gold lineups even at the end of the season. As you can check some of my previous videos, I used to like to try to help teammates out in domination and try to win with gold teams against the highest tier pink diamond teams. So you can check those videos out. I'll leave one at a link at the end of the video. I'll also leave a link at how Season 2 started for me, because I played Season 1 and I was just starting out on doing YouTube videos, so you can just see the difference, and probably not as polished, but you get a real view of how the game was starting out and the differences. So here are my endorsements, which I got total the highest possible. So I got all possible endorsements. Now This Kevin Durant card, silver, most of you should be getting real quick and easy. I will tell you that this Harden card is amazing. All these are incredible players at each position. So if you did get any of these, and I will tell you, like Curry, probably, even though I get higher cards, Curry is a game changer in this game. And LeBron's the best player, stat-wise, in this game. But Curry can just make incredible shots. It's incredible how much he can make. Now, these pack openings, if you did the endorsements, the pack openings are not so good. And I didn't get all the way to that because you needed to have like collections of 6 cards from each theme, and some of the themes were just very difficult. You would have had to pay to complete, which again wasn't worth the effort. The main effort was getting those 2 Ruby LeBron James. Getting those higher tier cards are going to help me get to that top tier quicker. And this is going to put me off to where I'm going to be already at Ruby tier with those in my lineup. Now you have to play this first season just to get through it with your bronze team. They have you set up in the beginning. Of course, they're not allowing me to switch my team out, so we're going to have a pretty scrub team, but you can see they give you a lead, and it should be no problem to finish off this win to get your first season over with. As you can see, the gameplay, it looks practically almost the same. The upper score board is shaded differently. It looks a little different. And the loading screen, just little tweaks. But I do see minor differences in the gameplay. But overall, the game plays fairly the same. A lot of the key components are still the same, bread and butter of steals, going for steals, and to generate offense, quick scores, and fast break. Also, the pick and roll and finding guys in action, moving off open shots. You also have the power differential. If you have a higher power, your shots are going to be made easier. Whereas if you have a lower power than your opponent, even if you're wide open, you could miss the shot. I've even seen in this year's game the horrible King of the Court game where they matched you up with such enormous power differences. I would attack the rim with a dunk wide open, and they would miss the dunk. So there is a weighted advantage to having power differences when you play. The quickest way to get up in tiers, you need to start grinding the seasons, is just trying to get up to the highest season possible that you can. That way you're going to get the best cards. You're guaranteed a card on your first time you beat that season. After that, most likely you're going to get rings, but rings are going to be good later in the game to help save up. And as you get to Amethyst, the rings, it's incredible. They have Anthony Davis you can craft, which is amazing that you can craft such a good card. So I would try to get up to that top tier season. I think it's season 22 as quick as you can. Also highly recommended playing head-to-head games. Those packs can also get you quicker cards and moving up the tiers. I think you only need like 900 fans to open up the 4th pack, and I would be grinding that as well if you want to get up to your strongest power possible, because you need, when you get to the limited time events that are weekly, you want to have the highest tier possible. That way, if you don't make it to top reward in a second. Also, I suggest making sure that you open these free packs as they come out. You're going to get 2 coins every time. Sometimes you're going to get stamina or rings, and always watch the ad if you have time, because that's going to give you extra pack free every 6 hours, and that will refresh every 6 hours. I'm not showing the drills, but on the drills too, it's highly recommended that you can try to finish that. And you can pretty much finish all of them except for one of them that's the hardest is the jump one, the vertical leap. That one is very difficult to beat, level 4. It's possible, but it takes a lot of energy, for me at least. So I'm going to break down and then show you. I had so many questions about how did you get your mentors, how did you get your mentors. So all my cards from season 2 were converted to mentors, and we didn't really know how this worked going into last season, so I saved up a lot of cards so I can have different options. It's suggested that you know, it's going to give me a power boost too, so it's going to give me up to higher tiers. Make sure you're opening up your gear too, so you can get a little bit of advantage, added defense as you see there. And then we select a mentor, and my highest point total I increased Clyde Drexler, so I'm going to get a 478 point boost on top of LeBron's already power, which will help me get it to higher tiers quicker. So you can see that not all mentors are alike, and this is different because last year every small forward mentor had the same 2 attributes to add, but now you can see it's more player specific to the card. As you can see, like Rodman, he's got the strength and rebounding, which is also was his highest attributes, whereas Tobias Harris, more known as a shooter, so his 2-point and 3-point would benefit. Now for my top lineup, I'll usually just put my strongest, but after that I am trying to look at what would fit my teams the best. And the only card that they did not give in the pack was a center, so I'm rolling with a silver Jabal McGee, and that will be replaced very quickly. So all the mentors that are amethyst or higher will have 2 attributes. Anything below that you keep. Ruby and below only have 1 attribute. And then how they did the power is 1% of your total power. So if you're looking at LeBron here with around 2,500, or Steph with 1,300, I mean, if you converted that, it would be just 13 plus power. I'm probably going to focus a lot on head-to-head matchups starting out, so I'll have some videos on that. I won't have a video on King of the Court because it was just trash, and a lot of people did not like it, and I just was frustrated with the way it was bugged from the beginning. Hopefully it's better next time, but good luck. Again, just grind if you want to get your lineups as quick as possible for the next limited event, so you have the best chance of the highest reward possible. And grind those seasons, grind head to head, and the drills. Keep opening up the free packs, save up. Alright, good luck, and I'll catch you on the next one.